everybody, exeter-rider here. Today I'm going to have a go at trying to make a turntable for my NC750. It's going to be a very rough kind of project really, because what I want to do, well, this is basically going to be a prototype, so I'm going to knock one up and see if it works and tweak it as needed, then I'll make a better one down the line. What I bought is a caster, and what I'm hoping to do is to take the rubber wheel off here and flatten out these two plates. So it's just your general caster. This is only like £5 from Machine Mart. And just get rid of the wheel altogether, and that's basically, when I flatten it out, that's going to be my turntable. That's the plan. It could be a it could be a long old project, this, and I'm certainly up for the challenge anyway, so it should make the bike easier to get in and out of the garage anyway. Right, I'll start flattening it out, and I'll it's going to be a rough old video. It's not going to be the highest production ever. I've taken the wheel and the axle off now, so they can be discarded now. I'm just going to put them to one side in case they come in. Useful. And I've got the caster here, and as you can see, there's two slots in here. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow me to bend these over without too much force being put onto this main rotary axle here on the bearings. So it's going to make it easier to pull down. Well, okay folks, so underneath there you can see where the axle of the wheel went on the caster before. So when I flatten that out, that just fixes up into the board underneath. This will also come in handy, actually, the existing wheel, and what I've done is I've used that as a packer to keep the board off of the ground, because when the bike goes on it, there's going to be a certain amount of arching, sort of sag, so that keeps the back end of the ramp and the front end up off the ground. And as you can see, I've fixed it for now with screws, and down the line I'll probably fix it with bolts once I know that it's all up and working. But hopefully that will show you the idea. What I've also done is I've added a stainless steel metal strap down here. That was only £5 from Wix, a bit like Home Depot in America, and that just gives the board a bit of support so it doesn't sag so much. Okay, so I'm pleased to say that that was a total success actually. It works well, and I can spin the bike around with no problem at all. The only part I struggled with really was when the bike was on there, and before I had this caster wheel on the front. It would go on, and when I was spinning the bike around, it would sort of tip back one way or the other, or tip to the front. And so what I decided to do was put most of the weight on the front of the caster. And I added a front caster for that reason. So when I'm pulling it around, the back end of the ramp stays in the air. So essentially, when the bike is on the ramp, it's leaning forward slightly heavier than on the back end, but only ever so slightly. I'm talking about 5 kilograms heavier on the front than the back. And what that does then is, when I'm pulling the bike around, it doesn't tip the back end down too much with the force of the push on my legs when I'm pulling it around. Well, anyway, that's the prototype done. As you can see, it's been quite a success, and what I'll do down the line, so I'm going to make one out of oak, so it's much more tougher, and it's going to look better as well, obviously. And also I've sourced some 50mm angle bead, which I can place along here rather than using these straps here, which I think will work a lot better, and it will keep it a lot more rigid on the actual board itself. But first I'm going to see how I get on with this. I can't see any reason why it's going to be a problem. It all looks like it's going to last actually as it is, but it just looks a bit rubbish, and it keeps our indoors a bit happier as well if it looks a bit nicer. Right, thanks for watching, and that's just a quick bonus video, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.